If you need to create a new widget to include in your Canvas course site, the process is similar to adding an existing widget. You'll begin with the Assignments tab and create an assignment. Name the assignment. In this example, I'm going to use Scenario 1. The points value here is important. The widget itself will return a score to Canvas from 0 to 100%, and that value will be multiplied by the points value you specify here to determine the grade that will go into the student's gradebook. So you'll want to customize this value accordingly. For a Materia widget, we need to set the submission type to External Tool and select the Find button. Locate Materia in the list and select it. Since our widget doesn't exist yet, we'll select the option to create a new widget at Materia. This opens the Materia application in a new tab. The initial screen you see here is the widget catalog, which contains all of the available widgets that you can customize for your course. For example, suppose in my course I would like to create some flashcards. So I'm going to select the flashcards widget, and from here I can play a demo of the widget if I'd like to kind of explore what it does, or if I know I want to create this one, I select Create Your Widget. The exact steps for creating a widget vary depending on the type of widget. However, the on-screen wizard will walk you through the steps of everything that's required to get your widget up and running for your course. This particular widget prompts me to begin by giving it a title, and then it walks me through the steps of adding flashcards to the deck. So for instance, I'm prompted for the contents of the front and back of the first card, to which I can also add media if desired. I can add another card and customize the front and back of that card. Notice using the options at the top, I can preview the widget so far. This opens in a new tab. The flashcards widget begins with a brief instructional slide. I select Got It, and then I'm presented with the flashcards that I just built, and I can navigate through those accordingly. And when I'm finished with the preview, I can go close this tab to return to the editor. From here, I can also save the draft. This will save my work so far. I do recommend doing that often. Once you have saved a draft of a widget, that is going to appear in the My Widgets area. So if we select that, notice my flashcards widget is here and it has the draft notification. I can select it here and I can continue editing. When you feel you're to the point you're ready to make your widget available, you'll select the Publish option. And as mentioned here, this is going to remove the draft status and make the widget available for you to use in your course. So let's publish. And now notice the draft status is gone. It is still listed in My Widgets area. At this point, it might be tempting to use that Share with Your Students URL. However, we don't recommend doing this. This will prompt students to log in to Materia, and students generally do not have an account because we intend for them to access widgets through Canvas. So while it's tempting, please ignore this. We can then close the Materia site and notice the message that appears here says to click to see your new widgets. So I refresh the listing and there you have it. There's my flashcards activity. I'm going to use this widget, allow it to connect. And now I'll just need to use the select button to populate the external tool URL into my assignment. Now I can scroll through the assignment and make any other adjustments as needed, such as limiting the allowed attempts, assigning to specific students, or setting the due date or available from and until dates. Once I'm satisfied with those selections, I'll be ready to save and publish the assignment. Now keep in mind, if you don't want students to see the assignment yet, you may just want to save. If you're ready to make the assignment available to students, however, you'll need to save and publish. And here we are returned to the typical assignment view, and notice that I, as an instructor, will only see this message here about the widget being embedded. However, students will see the widget itself whenever they go into the assignment. If I wanted to, I could preview the widget in a new tab, and I can close the tab to return to my assignment in Canvas. If needed, I could revisit the assignment settings to make changes there. However, for my course, I'm ready to take a look at the widget from the student's perspective as recommended by the text at the bottom. And so to do that, I'm going to return to my course home page, and along the right, I'm going to go to Student View. And now I can take a look at my course from a student's perspective. So I'm going to jump over to Assignments, and notice I have my Scenario 1, and there are 20 points available for this assignment. I'm going to load that, and here we have the flashcards widget that I just created and added to my course site. Again, every widget is different in terms of how it provides scores. In this case, I can go back to assignments as a student and notice I have my 20 out of 20 points.